Hello my fellow comic nerds, it's us comic cousins. We are back with the start of a huge and amazing comic series, Judgment Day. So sit back and relax and enjoy our video. Today we are going to discuss about the prologue of the series, that is AXE, Eve of Judgment Day. The AXE prefix stands for Avengers, X-Men and Eternals, the three teams that will find themselves at odds in Judgment Day, starting with the serious ideological clash between the Eternals and the X-Men over a new belief among the Eternals that mutants such as the X-Men are in fact offshoots of the Eternals' ancient enemies, the Deviants. At first glance, everything appears to be in order and running smoothly. Humans are living their lives peacefully as they should. On the other side, we can see Avengers are having a pleasant time as well, whereas the mutants discovered their homeland, the island of Krakoa, which is in fact a sentient, that is a living island which moves. Even Druig is having a great day, as it seems he has been promoted as a Prime Eternal. Now moving on to the next plot, we see Domo, Druig's old friend who is a scientist, welcoming Druig and showing the thing he made, which Druig refers to as an antimatter bomb, which would help them to erase all the mutants on Earth by putting it under their island, that is Krakoa. Now on focusing on a shadow dimension called Lemuria, which is situated at the bottom of the sea, we get to know that there was an attack by the Eternals and Thanos. After the attack, plot shows us Ikaris fighting with a deviant named Crimson Carlo. The fight between them took place because the deviants were not ready to accept those Eternals among them who has left their crew, their society, after knowing the bitter truth that when they die, Earth extinguishes its mortal life to return them to life. This was unbearable for Ikaris and Cersei. They wanted to protect the mortal lives, that is, humans. Now the Deviant strikes them with the question that they could have changed themselves long ago, but they never did. What do they want to prove by changing now? Ikaris replies him that it regrets everything they have done. They have much to fix. Cersei also feels regret for being the one who has drive Ikaris off course. She made him silenced for keeping the truth as a secret. She knows if the truth was known, the Eternals would be hated. She also knows Phastos was victim and where he ended up. Moving on to the next plot, we get to see Phastos is imprisoned in the exclusion, that is the Eternals' hell on Earth. Now here we see that Druig is threatening Phastos that he will be deleting all his memories for being a traitor, when Makari and Ajak arrives offering Phastos to join them again. Focusing on the upcoming plot, which is in Celestia, city of the star gods, we see the trio of Makari, Ajak and Phastos talking about making something referred to as a god. They are planning on something daring which they haven't done before, for which they want the help of Phastos. But he denies all of this, since this was a huge mistake to throw an arrow in the dark. This action may need the mutant expert, and they are terrible enemies of them. Rather, he suggests to take help from someone who has experience in these kind of situations. Phastos blames himself for the arrival of Thanos on Earth when he tried to stop everything from happening to end the deaths of humankind. This is why he doesn't want to take a risk this time. He departed by warning them about the great risks of the plan. And then in the next page, we see Makari and Ajak has captured an X-Men. After this, we see Crow and Thena in Lemuria having a conversation about Phastos' sacrifices and hard works, and of Talaus too. Talau the Delirious, who was Thena's deceased deviant lover. Thanos when came to the deviant city Lemuria in search of the eternal Phastos, he met Talau. He asked him about Phastos. The deviant made it clear that he is willing to die, as his death would be preferable to the terrible disease which will soon see him mutate. Though Thanos got the information he desired, he moved to kill the Lao anyway. During this time, Cersei arrived and told them that when Ajax was talking to Arishem, the Judge Celestial, they secured their plans for the Deviant. They are working on a cure. The Deviants are trapped as people, but individually they are free. Crow feels the regret to tell Cersei that they are mortals and enjoy their freedom, whereas the Eternals can't. Now coming back to the Drieg and Domo again, we see that Domo has just finished making the antimatter bomb. He is now asking the Prime Eternal that why are they chasing and trying to kill Deviants. Drieg replies by saying that genes are everywhere and most of the time they act like some kind of genetic carrier. Particularly their mutant sorts, Deviants is another name. He wants to correct the excess deviation by killing them. He knows he's not great, but he also knows that he can be great by his works. In the meantime, Domo activates the antimatter bomb to destroy the mutants, when suddenly a loud explosion takes place, and we can see blood coming out from both of their eyes and ears, and a mechanical noise chanting on the background saying, "Protect the machine." They immediately turns it off after that. The island of Krakoa is a sentient island, which can move on its own, and it cannot be destroyed like this since it is a part of the earth in a fundamental way. Then Domo tells him that he can find another method to destroy it, but Drieg refuses his idea. He suddenly thinks of an expert who could have executed this perfectly. He is one of the most powerful Eternals of all time and grandfather to our beloved purple alien Thanos. His name is Uranus. With this, the prologue of the series, that is EVE of Judgment, comes to an end. Now how does Drieg plans to kill the mutants with the help of Uranus? We'll know in the next issue of this series, that is Judgment Day issue 1, in our another video. So if you like this series, then do like this video and share this with your friends. And if you want to stay updated with this series and other upcoming videos, then do subscribe to our channel. So stay safe, stay curious and stay nerdy. We will meet you in our next video. Till then, bye bye.